Green financing is a financial instrument and mechanism that supports projects, initiative, governments to combat the climate change. Hello everyone, this is Pratyusha. Welcome to Law Excellence. In this session, we will comprehensively deal with the green financing. Now, when we see what is this green financing, according to United Nations Environmental Program, it defines green finance as financing of public and private investments in environmental goods and services, preventive measures, sustainable technologies, and the climate adaptive projects. Now, this is what we have been calling it as the green finance. It means that a company is being present. Now, this company has been trying to invest in creating the solar energy or renewable energy, or else in the solid waste management. Now, those all financing mechanisms, financing tools, investments, now those all are considered as the green financing. Now, that is a very good option that is being present. But why there is a green finance is very important for our India. Now, why it is a hot topic for us to have a different importance, and why our mechanisms, our schemes, policies and all etc. are being trying to revolve around this word called green finance. The first one, when we see meeting the climate goals, we already have been stated that India has been pledged to have the net zero emissions by 2070. It means that the amount of emissions we have been releasing and the amount of emissions that we will be taking it back from the atmosphere will be made zero in the form of 2070. It means that we are trying to decrease the emission. At the same time, we are trying to decrease the amount of pollutants that are being present in the atmosphere by various activities and sustainable projects that have been there. This reduces the emissivity intensity of GDP by 45% in 2030 compared to the 2005 levels. Now, green financing also provides a particular type of a capital to achieve these goals by promoting renewable energy, electric mobility, and also the afforestation. Then, second major reason why this green finance is important to India is a renewable energy transition. Now, we already have targeted that 500 gigawatts of our electric generation should be coming from non-fossil fuel based capacity by 2030. Now, for that to happen, we need large amount of investment in this green financing sector, in the renewable sector. Now, this is what the green financing importance has been coming up. According to IRENA 2024, India needs annually around a green financing investment of 20 to 30 billion US dollars until 2030. Annually we require, but how much has been given? It is very less comparatively. Third one, there is large amount of job creation and inclusive growth. Now, renewable energy, not just the solar electricity that has been generated, the infrastructure, the industry that has been there, large amount of job creations and the economic growth has been provided. Large amount of people will be given the livelihood. Now, this will create an inclusive growth in the sector. Not only this, we have the global competitiveness. We already know that India is the second largest issuer of green bonds in the world among the emerging countries. Now, this has been given by Climate Bond Initiative 2023. Now, this data again we can use it in the mains, or this data might be asked in your prelims also. Second, we have in the financial year of 2022 around 6.8 billion USD worth the green bonds have been issued by the government of India. Now, only 1.3% of global issuance, though there is large amount of increase of green financing, green bond has been done. But when we compare to the global scenario, we are having less contribution. Then the fifth one, climate resilience, with India ranking 7th in the Global Climate Risk Index according to 2021 German Watch. Now, green finance is very important for India to come up with this ranking, and combating different types of disasters that will be coming up with the climate change. Now, we'll see comparison. What is the world scenario that is being present and what is the India's look? Now, when you see, according to the 2022 issuance of green bonds, we have collected the data where US has been giving already about 91 billion and it contributes around 20%, where large amount of the focus area of this investment is been seen in the clean transport and renewable energy. And China, almost near $82 billion have been given 16% of the globe. Then we have EU, all combined, we have 150 billion and 33% has been there. Then we have India, 6.8 billion. Now, just now we have told India requires around 20 to 30 billion USDs by 2030 annually so that we will be reaching our goals. Now, India is far behind, but still there is large amount of improvements in issuance of the green bonds. Now, what are the problems regarding the green financing? What is India and the other sectors are being facing? First one is that there is lack of standardization and regulation. Yes, this is a mechanism that is being developed in India. Standardized rules, standardized regulation gap is being present. Now, this is where we're finding a unified taxonomy of what qualifies a particular investment as a green financing. And the risk of greenwashing is being present. Now, one more, an important word for our prelims is that greenwashing. It means that on the labels and on the advertisement and all, the people have been saying that the product is an environmental friendly product. But when we see the making process, when we see the ingredients that are being used, or when we see what type of energy that is being utilized in this, no, that doesn't give the environmental friendly. That is a greenwashing. Now, this is a concept that is being present. Then second, we have limited investor base. Majority of the Indian bonds are subscribed by an institutional investors and retail participation is very much less. And borrowing cost is largely compared is higher towards the global level. Then next we have data and monitoring gap. No, lack of transparency in reporting, no, greenwashing, that's what we have been trying to say. Then actual investment and the profits that are being made. Then currency risk in the foreign investment. Now, green financing often comes from the global investors in dollars, euros and all, etc. Now, for this reason only, India has been trying to introduce the rupee. Now, we can trade in rupee. With many countries, we are coming up with the trade in the UP instead of the USDs and the euros. Now, this is where we have been trying to minimize. Now, another one, we have competitively low scale. As we can see, India needs around 170 billion annually for around 2030 by NITI Aayog in 2023 to meet our climate goals. Overall, we require around 170 billion. This is according to the NITI Aayog. Then the current flow is around 44 billion per year. So, leaving around 70% of the gap is being present. Then we have policy implementation bottlenecks. Multiple agencies have been present. There is lack of coordination is being present. Delay in the renewable energy project clearances is being observed. Now, this all is being creating an hindrance for achieving our goal and our target regarding the green financing. Now, what can be done so that this green finance will create large amount of positive benefits and India will be going and reaching the climate goals? The first one is that to develop a green taxonomy aligned with the international standards. So we have to see what countries like USA, the China that has been there, the EU has one of the best environmental standards that are being present. Then second, strengthening the retail investor participation. Now, as I told, it's very less in India. Now, that has to be increased more. Now, promote public-private partnership for sustainable projects, introducing incentives for tax breaks, credit guarantee for the green projects, enhancing climate risk disclosure norm. Now, this is where one more has been there. Climate risk insurances have been coming up. Not just health insurance, not just a property or the infrastructure insurance. Now, these type of insurance, climate risk insurance disclosure form is also being required in this projects have been there. We have to enhance these sector. Now, through this, India can make this green financing not just an economic tool, but a global growth environmental sector where it can combat the climate change. Now, we'll see one practice question and the mains question regarding the green financing. Consider the following statements regarding the green bonds in India. Green bonds are the debt instruments issued to fund projects that have positive environmental and climatic benefits. Second, in India, the first sovereign green bonds were issued in 2023. India accounts for more than 10% of the global green bond market. Which of the following statements are correct? 1 and 2 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 3 only, 1, 2, 3 only. So please do comment the correct answer in the comment section. Now the question, practice question for the green financing. Discuss the significance of green financing in India's transition towards a sustainable economy. Highlight the challenges faced in promoting the green finance and suggest measures to strengthen its role in achieving India's climate commitment. Now, as the session has been comprehensive dealing with the mains question here. Now, thank you everyone. We'll meet with another interesting topic.